Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a very interesting stock that I think has a lot of upside. And I'm also going to explain exactly why I believe it has a lot of upside, the psychology behind it. I'm also going to share some update on Peloton as well, along with the trades that I took on Thursday and Friday on Peloton. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions on some other stocks. All right. So without further ado, let's get started. The very first one is JMIA, which is the picture on the thumbnail. And right now, the way JMIA is looking as a short seller, I would not put myself in the front here to try to short it back down. If you look at the bottom, all right, the stock has been on a nice run, and this is not over yet. The volume is not fading. There isn't that many sellers in here. It wants to go higher. And if you can see right here at the bottom, the volume is increasing so slightly. And there was a gap in here right there at like $16. That one got taken out quick. That one got filled very quickly. And then there's another one at 19. And then there's a bunch of short sellers in here, right? Keep in mind, as the stock get closer to these short sellers, they get terrified. If the stock can get up to like $21, I could definitely see a short squeeze very soon. Especially especially given the fact that there is earnings coming up really soon. Like there may be a how do I say this? A hype before earnings, right? And then at earnings, there could be a massive sell off. And again, I always tell you guys to not hold anything through earnings, especially like this is not a surprise if you've been subscribing to the channel. I always say this, do not hold anything through earnings, all right? But before earnings, it's appropriate to make some money on some stocks, okay? Like this one right here. And just keep this one on your watch list for sure for next week. Right now, post market is showing some strength. There's more buyers in here. Just watch it. Okay, I will follow up on this stock on Monday to see exactly how it is pre-market. And yeah, that video is 15 minutes before the market opens. All right. So I will follow up on that one for sure. And the price target that I have for this one is anywhere like first and foremost 22.50 right in here, like short term. And then after these short sellers get squeezed, long term will be $30. Right up here. I would not be surprised to see the stock up there. And personally, as a short seller, I will be very happy to see the stock all the way up there. And if it can get there like really fast, like really fast within the next 2 weeks, then it would be good for me to actually get in at the top and then short it back down. So yeah, there is a multiple ways to approach this. This one I like it a lot. It does have options. It's not trash. It has options on this stock. The option chain is nice. The volume is decent, and yeah, there is some money to be made in both directions. You just need to figure out when and where it is appropriate to get in, and what you prefer best. But I will be watching this stock. Definitely be watching the stock, and I will be very tempted to short it at $30 when it gets up there. So this is the very first stock that I want to share with all of you. Now, a lot of you have been asking about Peloton. Let's take a look at Peloton, okay? Peloton, and right now the stock is not looking too great. It's very bearish. I have been bearish on it since up here, and so far it's been crashing nicely. I did take some trades on this one, and let's go over some of the trades and why I took it. The very first entry was not the best. The very first entry on Thursday was, I think this is Thursday or Wednesday. This is Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So the very first entry on Wednesday was, again, this is the Robinhood count, Peloton history. And if you go down to here, this was the very first contract that I bought at 11.12 for $475. And if you go on here, 11.12 was right in this candle right here. right when it started showing weakness. I was late on this one. I was paying too much attention to Zoom, which was also doing very well. So yeah, I was kind of late on that one, but I did get in here. All right. And then what happened was I decided to add on my position and buy another contract. This one expired on the 30th. This is the $125 strike. Okay. And the next contract that I bought was at 2 p.m. for $200. That one was more short term. And I bought that one right in here, right in this candle right there, right in here, right before the collapse, right before the collapse. And what I did next was very, I'm gonna explain very soon. So if you go back on here, we can see that I sold the very first contract, which was that one for $200. I sold it for $452. And if you click on the details of that, we can see that I sold it right at the open. Like I didn't mess around. And the reason why I sold it right at the open in this first candle, and the reason why I sold this contract also right after that, 3 minutes after that, okay, for $872. So at this point, I pretty much doubled my money. And let's go back to the chart. What I saw was this. I saw a reverse head and shoulders on here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and I did not want to keep holding anything right when I saw that. So I decided to get out as soon as this candle formed. And evidently enough, if you see right after, the stock spiked. And it started spiking all the way up to 126. And I decided, you know what? 100% of my money isn't enough. Let me just try to see if I can make a little bit more money on that. So what I did was get back in with another put at exactly 909 for $247. 909 for $247 was right in this candle, right at the top, right there. Okay. And then what I did next was to sell that contract to double my money again at exactly 11:45, and 11:45 was right here, right at the bottom, right there. Okay, and the reason why I took that trade is because, again, it's all about psychology, right? I trade equally on, like, to the long side and the short side, so it's very easy. It becomes really easy when you trade patterns so often. Like finding the tops and finding the bottoms become a little bit more obvious, and the psychology also helps in determining where the tops are and where the bottoms are. So that was my trade on Peloton, and my outlook on Peloton in the next few days. Where could it go? There is a lot of money to be made here. Okay. I do want to see the market drop for like one more day. Like Monday, I want to see red on Monday. Like I really want to see a massive collapse. But the way the market is looking right now, I don't think that's gonna happen, and I will touch on that in the pre-market video of Monday. But I'm very excited to see how the market will open. Based on how it opens, my point of view on it would kind of be more firm. But right now, it's just a little loose. So we'll just chill and wait until Monday to talk more about the SPY. The next stock that I want to talk to all of you about is NLS. NLS. There you go. NLS. Personally, as a short seller, I would not get in the front of this. I would not. I would not. The stock is not done. It wants to go up to $30. I've mentioned it before, especially when it was here. It wants to go to $30. I want to see it at $30, and even at $32. If it can go up to $32, I will be very, very, very happy. Like if it can spike, just a massive spike all the way up to $32, maybe even $35, I will be so ecstatic to go in at the top and short it back down with puts. So this one, it's not ready. I'm just gonna wait. I'm happy sitting on the sidelines. When it gets really up there and like the euphoria is just getting a little too much, then I would jump in with puts. But as of right now, it's just you just gotta sit on the sidelines. Its time will come. The next stock that I want to talk to all of you about is apps again. Apps, I believe this might be the bottom. Okay, it's in the zone. So if you took this trade, congratulations. You made money on the stock. Hopefully, you were not too greedy on the stock and you got out with your gains in here or in here. Okay, hopefully, you got out and were profitable on this trade. So this one may bounce. It's in a, I don't know, it's in the middle zone, and I would not be surprised if you see some consolidation in the coming days. So yeah, that is my thoughts on apps. And the last stock that I want to talk to all of you about is Sono. Yeah, Sono. Sono is looking great. I do not object Sono at all. It's looking really good. The option chain is there, good volume. I like it. And right now, what I'm seeing on the chart is a reverse head and shoulders. But what I want to see is this thing to go down here some more to like $15 and then bounce back to $16 and then push up to $22. I want to see this thing just pull back just a little bit, especially if Monday is red. That will be phenomenal. So that is really my thought on Sono. I'm not bearish on this at all. I would not short this. If you look at it on the weekly, it looks so great. So yeah, just a little bit more pullback before we take out the short sellers here and the short sellers here. That would be great. I do think the stock can make it to $22 very soon. So definitely you keep this one on your watch list as well. If you got value from this video, destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always. If you're new to this channel, definitely click on the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on the pre-market and post-market analysis videos. Again, the pre-market videos are there 15 minutes before the market opens. So you definitely don't want to miss those. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma or at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. If you're a beginner looking to get started in the stock market and want to have access to these cool features like Robinhood and TD Ameritrade, Think or Swim, there are some directions in the description of the video from step 1 to 4. It only takes 15 minutes to literally sign up with everything, right? And you also get 2 free stocks when you sign up with Webull using the link below, and 1 free stock when you sign up with Robinhood using the link below as well. Once again, my name is Paul Guma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I'm going to see all of you tomorrow, where we will talk about more stocks. And then on Monday, we will talk about more stocks. All right. So have a wonderful weekend and see y'all tomorrow.